September the 30th, 1941. There is only one duty, only one safe course, and that is to try to be right, and not to fear to do or say what you believe to be right. That is the only way to deserve and to win the confidence of our great people in these days of trouble. Winston Churchill.
That very same day, some of the most horrific atrocities in the Second World War took place in Kiev, Ukraine. In the midst of a dark future for Europe and the world, Churchill insisted that right was the only true way to lead. Days of trouble still exist. From fiscal cliffs to religious challenges in North America, drug wars to phony elections, the world is awash with countries that need good, honest, thinking leaders. Yeah, but I don't want to be the next prime minister, so I'm just not interested. Wait! Leaders are not just needed at the top of society. In fact, in many instances, good leaders that work in communities and in homes fix problems before they become major national or world crises. In a way, strong homes and communities control the amount of damage one leader or regime can do to a people. You can call it freedom insurance. Okay, I can see why leadership is important, but what does that have to do with the Liber Youth Retreat? In 2006, a group of teenagers interested in leadership and education met together trying to find ways they could contribute to the world in good leadership. Realizing they couldn't do it alone, they decided to create something where youth could retreat from their everyday lives to a beautiful and remote natural location, learn principles of leadership, and then return to their own sphere of influence and change the world. Hold on, you say. There are other leadership camps out there. Why did you go and start your own? Good point. What makes the Liber Youth Retreat unique is that it's not simply to learn leadership skills because you're right. There are plenty of other programs that teach team building and leadership skills. Our purpose is to build principled leaders with the personal character to make difficult but right choices, the right kind of education and wisdom that extends beyond the classroom, and a sense of personal mission, the way they can and will contribute. Without character, a leader won't stand up for true principles. Without education, a leader's sphere of influence is limited. Without mission, a potential leader won't step up and feel the need for leadership. That sounds pretty lofty. How do you actually do that at the retreat? First off, we feel the most meaningful experiences begin with personal preparation, and that is why you will find a short list of books to read prior to coming. Huh? You said this was a leadership retreat, not a book camp. Stay with me here when I tell you that the books chosen are excellent literature, covering principles of the retreat in a meaningful, memorable way. Stories of great leaders, people of character, and lifelong learners are far easier to remember than a long list of how-tos. At the retreat, we discuss the books in small groups, extracting the lasting principles and relating them to our own lives. We also participate in simulations. Simulations? Simulations. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be Edward Smith, captain of the HMS Titanic? Why did he decide to go down with the ship? How did he feel? What would it be like to be a member of the United Nations Security Council or President of the United States? How would it be to have such responsibility resting on your shoulders? What is the balance between security and freedom, and how will you keep the people happy with your policies? Simulations are real-life scenarios without real-life consequences that help us learn to think under pressure, learn about our own strengths and weaknesses, and understand the tough decisions leaders have to make. So much fun. There's more. Last, but definitely not least, are the speakers who volunteer their time to speak. Do you know how math relates to leadership? How do you develop good character? What is it like to be an elected government official? How can music enhance our ability to lead? Be sure to bring your favorite notebook so you can remember the inspiring presentations given by these incredible speakers who are principled leaders in their own lives. Who would actually go to the Liber Youth Retreat? It sounds pretty fun, but kind of geeky to me. Basically, if you want to change the world in a positive, principled way and be an outstanding leader in your own life, then there's a place for you at LYR.